Hello, Carver. It's me again, on the air for CCAT. I am Ken Simmons. As you can probably tell, we're not in the studio, we're not outside, we're inside Honeydew Donuts in North Carver. They're on North Main Street, Route 58, and if you're coming from the south, it's just before you get to Shaw's Supermarket. It's a great donut shop. Remember though, we do not recommend nor do we endorse any product or service seen on this show. But I've been here so many times, been coming here for 10 years, 5 days a week. And look at me, I'm svelte, I didn't put on a lot of weight, and I eat their donuts, and I drink their coffee, and I socialize with their customers. So all I can say is shop Carver first. Stop in here. You're gonna like it. They do a very nice job. And by the way, here's something a lot of people don't know. They bake their own products right here. Their own pastries are all baked right here. Their donuts are baked right here. No frozen stuff coming in. I'm not knocking anybody, I'm just telling you a fact. It's a great place to come. But that's up to you. You make up your own mind. But you can't do that until you come in here first. Come in one time. We're going to be talking to the manager very shortly. Let's see, I was going to tell you something. Yeah, the last show I think I mentioned the Boys and Girls Club in Carver. Get off the subject for just a minute. We were going to do a show down there this month. They called me and told me that they've had a few problems. They're fixing it up. They're doing a nice job down there. And the show won't go on until June. I'll let you know. I'll keep you informed because that's a project that's near and dear to my heart. I love kids. I ran a youth center. We call it youth center. They call it Boys and Girls Club here in another town. And I got a real big kick out of it. This was when I was a kid myself. But we had pool tables and ping pong tables, televisions, radios, cards, places where you could sit down and just talk, where they could talk with each other and share problems they're having with their schoolwork and their parents. Oh, I think it's a real nice project. So they're going to need money, and we're going to be soliciting you for donations, but that's in June. And again, I'll let you know the time. Whether there's an open house or not, I don't know, but I'll let you know that. CCAT will keep you informed. Remember, our mission is to inform, educate, and entertain. And if we can hit any one of those, we've hit a home run. Okay, I'm going to get Debbie over here now so that she can tell you what's going on with Honeydew Donuts. We better. I am sitting now here with the glamorous, the effervescent, the personable, the gregarious Debbie Acorn, manager of Honeydew Donuts.
Right.
Hi.
Good morning.
How are you?
About Honeydew.
Thank you very much. And by the way, we appreciate your allowing us to come in here because for me it's a lot of fun. I love a live audience.
It is a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun here. And you people are, I never recommend or endorse a product that we do on the show because it's kind of dangerous. But I've been coming here so long. And am I right when I tell the people that you do your own baking here?
Yes, absolutely.
Is there any chance that we could talk to the baker someday?
They come in late at night, so.
What time do they leave?
They leave early morning,
How early?
like 4.
Oh, 4. Jeez, that's nothing, is it? We're just getting in rich. But they do an awfully nice job.
They do a good job. They're
I'm going to ask.
wonderful bakers.
I'm going to ask you a question. You don't have to answer it. We've got another donut shop going up just a few yards from here. When are they going to open?
I have no idea.
Is that going to hurt you, do you think?
I don't think so.
I'm an advocate of the fair market system. I think if you put out a good product, people will come to you.
Yeah.
And if you don't put out a good product, you're going to go out of business.
That's right.
And I can't imagine a better product than right here. It's a great product.
It is. And we've come out with 2 new products. For lunch, we're doing Willow Tree chicken salad sandwiches, which on a...
Willow Tree, is that a brand name?
Yeah, Willow Tree chicken. It looks delicious.
Have you had one?
Not yet. We just started it today.
So what will that sell for?
$2.99.
Willow Tree chicken salad
Salad
sandwiches.
sandwich,
On what? On a croissant?
On a multi-grain croissant.
Wow.
Sounds delicious.
Did you hear that? That sounds great.
Yeah.
And you said 2 new products. That's one.
And the blackberry iced tea.
That sounds good.
Doesn't it?
Is there good sugar in it?
No.
No sugar. You got it now?
Yeah, we have it now.
After the show, I want to try that. Sounds delicious.
It is.
During the winter, we had a bad winter.
We did.
Did it hurt you?
No.
You were closed 3 or 4 days.
We were closed because of the storm.
Yeah, you had no power.
We had no power.
But that had to hurt.
It did. But it comes back.
So you're not worried about that.
No.
All right. I know you're going to help wanted sign all over the place here. Is that a full-time job? Just in case somebody listening needs
Couple part-time hours.
a couple of part-time
Well,
hours.
12, 20 hours a week.
Need people with experience?
Experience, yeah. And we're getting into our busy time now, so we need more help.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, I want you to pay attention to that. Anybody sitting at home needs a job, come in and see Debbie Acorn.
Well, great to work for.
Yeah, they are.
I love it.
I can vouch for that. There's more fun here. I get up in the morning feeling depressed or down. I come in here. They make me feel good. They make me feel like I'm some kind of a handsome Don Juan, which of course I'm
You
not.
are.
But
Oh.
given the opportunity, I might be. But they're just fantastic. Just fantastic. So, anything else you'd like to say to the people of the town of Carver? Come in and see me?
Yeah, come see us. Try our new sandwiches. You'll love them. We have good help here. The girls love everybody. And
They do. Is that Debbie? That's you?
They take-
Dinah?
Dinah,
Nicole?
Nicole, Sandy,
Who's the blonde that works Sundays? Short.
Melissa.
Melissa. What? This is between her and I now. You can shut your TV set off for a minute. Whatever happened to Mary? Is she okay?
Yeah,
She had a problem, didn't she?
she was in the hospital for a while.
Yeah.
She's home. She's fine.
Yeah, she's a great girl. Great,
Awesome.
great girl.
Yeah.
Look, you come in the door, she acts like she's been waiting all day just to see you. That's the way they all act. You come in, there's a big smile. Okay, that's enough. I've gone too far. Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you.
And thank you for the nice job you do.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming back.
All right, thank you. Okay. All right. Debbie Acorn. All right, that was Debbie Acorn, the glamorous manager here at Honeydew Donuts. I almost said another name, but you'll forgive me for that. Next up, we have a local businessman, young guy, started here a couple of years ago. He's in the, well, I'm not going to do a lot of talking. I'll let him explain it for himself. He's a pretty good talker, okay? His name is
Peter Allegrini. Good morning, Ken.
Peter Allegrini. Good morning. How are
Thanks
you?
for having me on.
I appreciate you being here because, you know, I like to promote businesses in the town of Carver. And again, I repeat to the people in the town of Carver, shop here first. If you need something, go see one of the local merchants. For example, this guy makes signs. But you don't make residential signs, do you?
Not a lot of residential, Ken. Our main focus is on business.
Would you do a residential sign if somebody called up and said, I won't need a sign that says keep off the grass?
Yes. Yeah, we would do something like that. Something simple, but as far as like a carved house number or something, that's really not our bag.
Yeah, I can understand that. But I mean, like my sign, I'd like a cute little sign that says, to the effect, my lawn is not your dog's bathroom.
I would love to do that for you, Ken.
Could you do that?
Sure.
Could you do it for anybody that might call in?
Yeah, absolutely. As far as like house numbers and you know, fancy carved stuff, that's just not what we do.
Yeah.
But small aluminum signs like that all day long.
Aluminum would be aluminum. With
Yeah.
a little stain you stick in the ground.
Yeah.
Because I think I saw a sign the other day that said that, and I thought, what a nice way to say, keep your damn dog off my lawn.
I've seen many of them around myself, Ken.
Let's go back to the beginning. How long have you been in business?
We've been in business. We just celebrated our 3rd birthday on April 1st.
God bless you. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Are you a Carver boy?
I actually grew up in Plymouth. I went to Plymouth Carver schools. I live about 3 miles away from where I grew up.
Oh, so you're a Carver boy, you're a Plymouth boy, you're...
Back in the late 70s, early 80s when I grew up, Ken, it was Plymouth and Carver were kind of, Plymouth was part of Carver and Carver was part of Plymouth because all the kids went to school together.
Yeah, that's right. I don't remember that. I'm a newcomer to Carver. But the Carver High School right now, they used to have to go to Plymouth, the high school, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You went to Plymouth High School, right?
I went to Plymouth Carver High School, yeah.
Plymouth Carver High School,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, I went to school with a lot of people in town, some police officers in town, and yeah, firemen. Oh yeah.
Married?
Married?
Children?
One and one on the way.
One on the way. How soon?
Well, the end of April. My wife is due at the end of April.
The end of April. It's almost that now.
I know, Ken.
We better get you out of here.
Quickly.
How's your business going?
Business is great. We've grown quite a bit. We have about 99% capabilities in-house. There's 3 of us in-house full-time, and we have a part-time guy. When we need him, we call him in.
When you say business is great, in these tough economic times, you really mean great?
Ken,
are you growing?
We're growing like crazy.
Well, is that good news?
Rich,
is that good news? Yeah.
It's great news. The real estate, we do a lot of real estate signs as well, and we're really seeing an uptick in the real estate market. We deal with a number of realtors, and their sign orders are coming in. Commercial, residential, realtors, they're coming in.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Where are you located?
We're at 72 North Main Street. We're in the towards the back of the building, in the same building as the Habitat for Humanity Restore, just down the left side of the building.
Okay, so Habitat for Humanity, you're in back of that?
Yeah, we're right in that building.
What a great location.
It is. It's fantastic. We moved there from Fuller Street in November. We doubled and a half our size for our shop space, and it's been phenomenal. Now our walk-in traffic is starting to pick up as well.
You get walk-in traffic?
Absolutely. If somebody wanted to stop by, they needed a banner made, or political signs,
political signs right now.
Just a directional sign that says, hey, Billy's graduating this weekend, and we need a sign to, we need 3 or 4 signs to say where we need everybody to park or something like that around their yard. Absolutely.
I wonder, the guy in back of the camera there is my boss. He's the guy that runs the show.
Yeah.
I would like to get a magnetic sign to put on each side of my car that says CCAT on it.
Yep, we do magnetic signs all the time.
You do magnetic signs too?
Sure. And
I'd have to get his permission first. But I don't think that CCAT gets enough publicity, believe it or not. We get all the cameras in the world. But they don't promote themselves. See, I wanted him, my boss, to get a big banner from you that says CCAT. Something like 4 feet by 8 feet.
Right.
That says CCAT. So the people will know that CCAT is around. They're a great station.
I can give you a prime example. Car dealerships. We've done banners for car dealerships. So when they take pictures of their cars, either to put them on their websites, if they're filming their cars, to put them on their websites, or even print, they'll put the name of their car dealership behind each car, so every time it goes in, their name of their website or whatever is on that banner.
That's great.
To promote.
Yeah.
So instead of having, abcusecars.com once on their ad page, now it's 15 times on their ad page because it's behind every car.
That's great. That's great. That's a great idea. Okay, 72 North Main Street.
72 North Main Street.
Telephone number.
508-866-9600. 508-866-9600.
The people in Carver, all you got to remember is 9600.
9600.
72 North Main Street.
72 North Main Street.
Website.
Signs-by-design.com.
Huh? Say that again.
Signs-by-design.com.
Okay. I hope you got all that. Can we put that on the bottom of the thing? Okay. I've just signaled to my cameraman, executive director, and we're going to put all that on the bottom of the show.
Excellent. Excellent.
Let's see. Is there anything else you want to say to the people of the town of Carver?
Shop local. We do
Look right in there.
shop local. We
Yeah.
do as much shopping local as we possibly can. We use Abashan, we use Tractor Supply. Sometimes we just need small little hardware pieces, but at the end of the year, let me tell you, I look at our accounting sheets and realize, we spent quite a bit of money locally last year. We signed the new Cisco plant, a lot of the new Cisco plant inside and outside. And we used as many local vendors as we could. I used a local guy in Carver. I needed a subcontractor because the job was too big manpower-wise for what we had on staff. So I hired a guy from Carver, and
Worked out okay?
He was fantastic. I paid him quite a bit of money, and he did a great job. He hung a ton of signs for us and really helped us in a pinch. And we try to do the best as we can, as using somebody local.
I think that's great. You're going to do me a favor. I want you to look in the camera. Look right in the camera.
Yeah.
And you people sitting at home right now, take a look at this guy's face. Has he got an innocent face?
Ken, I got 2 kids. My kids need shoes.
I thought he was about 20 years old. He turns out, can I tell your age?
Sure.
This guy's 43 years old. I don't believe it. Not that 43 is old, don't get me wrong. 43 is very young. I wish I was 43.
Ken, I think it's a haircut I got next door the other day.
Could be, but you're a real nice guy. You're a nice guy to talk to.
Thank you very much for having me.
Wish you and your family all the best. And I hope your business continues to grow. But remember, the bigger you get, the tougher it gets.
Yes, it does.
Somebody said to me once, Dr. Lelyveld in Rockland, says to me, he invented a special kind of shoe, and he made a lot of money all of a sudden.
Yep.
He said to me, the higher on the hill you go, the tougher the wind gets. He said, I lost all my friends when I was poor. They no longer talk to me. It's not me, it's them. They won't talk to me. So remember that, and thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for Ken.
And the best of luck the rest of your life.
Thank you very much.
Live well.
Thanks.
All right. Okay, there's something I want to say. We planned the show here a couple of weeks ago at Honeydew. Honeydew gave us permission, which we appreciate. Oh, by the way, I forget this all the time. I don't know why, because I take it for granted. The guy that's doing the camera work, his name is Rich Goulart. He is the executive director of CCAT. He's a very busy guy. He does camera work, he does editing, he does directing, he takes a lot of crap from a lot of people, including us guys that work with him, and he's excellent at what he does. And I want to thank him for getting up early this morning and showing up here at Honeydew all alone, setting up all this equipment for me. Thank you, Rich. Appreciate it. But we were supposed to have more guests today, and one of them was a hypnotherapist. A nice guy, met him here, Honeydew, and when I found out he was a hypnotherapist, I asked if he'd go on the air with me. And he said, yeah, I'd love to. He gave me his card, and I called him, gave him this date, and he called me yesterday and said, I'm sick in bed. I can't make it. Well, he was going to be about 20 minutes of my show. I thought he's a guy that can help you quit smoking, help you lose weight, give you a little more personality, give you a little more confidence, that kind of thing. And I wanted to see how it worked from his mouth. I want him to tell you, because maybe you could use his services. We will give you his phone number, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I can't do that now. I can't even give you his name because he's not here to give me the permission to do that. But that's one guest. Another guest is a member of the Sportsman's Club here in Carver, and he called me and said they were having a scholarship breakfast. Could I mention that on TV? I said, of course, we'd be happy to. That's what we do here at CCAT. But I said, you come, you tell the people. You be here Monday morning. Well, as you can see, he's not here. But I will tell you this. They are working very hard to raise money for a scholarship fund for 2 kids here in the Carver High School. I think it's a great cause. CCAT thinks it's a great cause. They're going to have a breakfast. And I happen to remember the date, and I'll tell you now, May 18th, May 1-8, at the Sportsman's Club. They tell me it's going to be $7. That includes ham and eggs, pancakes, omelets, coffee, juice. I don't know how you can beat that. And whatever it costs, they're going to do the cooking, and I understand they're very good cooks. And whatever's left goes to the scholarship fund. So there's a good deal for you. Want breakfast? May 18th on a Saturday. Take your family. Know that you're having a good breakfast and you're doing a good cause. So, okay, is there anything else I wanted to say? Oh, yeah. As you can see, we're sitting at Honeydew Donuts. We've been at Mamma Mia's. We've been at Frosty Dog. We've been a lot of businesses doing our show. We want to invite other businesses that may be watching us now to invite us to come into their establishment. We can do a show. We can tell people what you're doing, or you can tell them. We'll put you on camera with me. And I'm not a bad guy. Our telephone number is 508-866-1019 if you're interested. Give that number a call. They'll take your call and probably call me, and I'll get back to you. We'll make arrangements. Because they're busy enough, I don't want them to make the arrangement, I'll make the arrangement. So, also, we used to do a show at another town. I like to resurrect and do it here, and they've given me permission. We used to take a camera crew and go to people's houses, knock on the door, say, "Hi, I'm Ken Simmons from CCAT." And behind every door, there's a story. What story do you have? And would you tell us? Well, in this other town, a lot of times they'd say, "Get the hell out of here." Or, "Yeah, come in, I've got a story." And they'd tell us a story about World War II or Vietnam, or the time they were a nurse, or the time they broke their leg, or anything that might be of interest to you, my audience, the general public. Again, if you'd like us to come to your home, just give us a call, 508-866-1019. I guarantee you we'll have a lot of fun. And it's a family show, remember, so whatever story you've got, it's got to be, you know, so the kids and ladies and gentlemen can watch it. Okay? Well, that's it. Is there anything else I wanted to say? Boy, I'm just full of information. Oh, I'm sitting here with another lovely guest, and I think you're going to find this quite interesting because she was an art major, and I won't say any more than that. Her name is Fran Tatro. Did I say that right? Okay. And she has agreed to come over here and talk to me. I am an art history buff.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Where did you get your education?
Actually, it's not a formal. I started many, many years ago at the Brockton Art Museum.
Oh, yes, I remember the Brockton Art Museum very well.
Oh, yeah. I started working there as a volunteer, and I really liked it. Then I became in charge of, they needed someone when they have openings, which they only had about three a year, to serve wine and cheese, but I took it a step further because they would always call the same 3 or 4 women, and sometimes they didn't. You don't want resentment. You want people to do the work.
Yeah, right.
So then we made quite a party out of it where I recruited 32 volunteers, and everyone at every opening made a buffet item. And it was really quite successful. I liked that job very much, and I was recommended to go to a special program at Brown University.
How long did you do this, Fran?
I did that for many years at the Art Museum. I can't even remember. My children were involved in there.
Did you live in Brockton at the time?
No, actually, I lived in Randolph.
You lived in Randolph?
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. I didn't know that.
Right on the Canton line, way up by the Blue,
Yep, I know
by
what
the
you mean.
Blue
Yeah,
Hill.
yeah. If I asked you a question about an artist, would I embarrass you?
Not really. I'd probably know some of his work.
One of my favorite artists
Yeah.
is a guy by the name of Monet.
Monet,
Are
yes.
you familiar with him?
Oh, yeah.
Was he Jewish?
I have no idea what his background.
French?
Probably by the phonetic sound. The most famous, I think, of all his paintings that was on the second floor, I think, of the Museum of Fine Arts with the glowing haystacks, and how you lay color next to it to make things the way you want them to be. I know I always loved that painting.
Do you have a favorite artist?
Not really have favorite works.
Okay.
But no,
What's your favorite work?
I love like the Renoir because he kind of copied what was happening. Photography was coming into play, and he would make things run off the canvas, just like a photograph.
That's something I didn't know.
Would be. Yeah,
That's
he was a very
interesting.
talented man. He was very up with the times and what was happening. I'd like him very much. I can't off the top of my head. I like the old masters when.
I was just going to say, I used to do business in Holland,
Yes,
and I used to go to Amsterdam.
yeah,
And Rembrandt's home is there.
that's right.
That's his home.
Yeah,
And they made his home into a museum with all
Yeah.
his works, and I was just overwhelmed. And
Yeah.
I'm not an art connoisseur or an art lover, really.
Oh, yeah, he
But
was-
when you look at those old masters, you can say, wow. You know, if it wasn't for them,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have any idea how these people lived back then,
that's true.
because there was no photography.
Also, if you notice, they're all centered. The perspective goes to the center.
Yeah,
The eye
yeah.
leads to the center.
Always to the center.
Whereas in comparison to Renoir, he took advantage of the incoming thing of photography, and he made things run off the canvas just like a photograph. So they both were unique, I think, for their times, maybe ahead of their time. I don't know.
Imagine we went from that to photography. We went from Renoir
Yeah,
or Rembrandt
Right.
or Van Gogh
yeah,
to goulash.
yeah.
Here we've got television now.
No, the what has a beautiful collection of the old masters is the Irish Museum in Ireland, the National Museum of History.
Irish Museum.
They go back with, they have the most, we happened to walk in there, and we were given a tour by the curator. And they go back to like the 1200s. We think we have old things.
Yeah.
And it was really beautiful the
Yeah, it
way
had to
it was. And then, of course, they had a marvelous restaurant downstairs,
Yeah.
and you have to take advantage of their version of spaghetti and meatballs, which is excellent, wonderful.
Where in Ireland was this?
Dublin.
Dublin.
That's right. You walk about a block, maybe less, down to the museum. Also, you go by Trinity College, and they're playing rugby, the old way, not the way the kids play
Yeah,
it now.
yeah.
We watch them playing. But we made a mistake by not going in to see the Book of Kells, which I understand is quite a work of art.
Do you paint?
I used to many, many years ago.
Did
I
you
have
ever-
some nice paintings I
Would
do
you
for
do
my
oil
children.
or water,
I
or-
did oil, watercolors. I used to dabble with it, just what you see from different perspectives.
You don't do it now.
No, but I have my collection. I never sold any, even though I was offered money. And they're for my children. And I just keep them because, as I said, I like to dabble
Yeah.
with it. And because we can be sitting in the same spot. You have one perspective on something, I have another, and still someone else will see things differently.
Could you teach art? Could you teach me how to paint?
I probably could teach you the color chart. That would be it.
Not brush strokes or anything like that? Or
Oh yeah,
how to
I
mix
could. but
colors? How to mix colors?
Oh yeah, there's
Could
a
you do
certain
that?
way. Yeah, there's a certain way as to what kind of
Would
coloration.
you take a volunteer job to teach elderly people how to paint? Would you do that?
I would have to prepare for it before I commit
Oh, that's
myself
okay,
because
but-
there are brushes involved, flats.
They gotta get their
rounds.
own. They gotta get.
Oh,
their
they
own.
have to. They have to get a kit.
Yeah.
Beginners.
But would you be
yeah.
interested in that?
I don't know. I'd have to think about it
Would
seriously.
you think about it and let me know sometime?
Yes, I
Because
would.
there's a lot of elderly people that would I know a teacher now.
Yeah.
He lives in South Meadow Village.
Yeah.
And he's very, very good. He's an excellent artist.
Yeah.
He's a bit younger than you and I. You're what? You must be close to 60.
Yeah, at least.
Huh? You must be
You
close
never
to
ask a woman's
Absolutely,
age.
you're right.
You
You're
just
right.
committed
You're right.
the
You're
biggest
right. I'm sorry.
alienation in the
But
world.
as you're talking, I'm saying to myself, gee, wouldn't this be great if she could devote an hour or two a week to teaching old people like me how to keep their mind occupied?
I know how you occupy your mind.
It's a family show, friend.
Yeah.
It's a family
Well,
show.
you just mix primary colors and you'll get a muddy gray. So you have to learn how to mix certain colors for a certain effect that you want.
Absolutely.
Some people like to just do things that are very, I like doing sometimes things that are very monochromatic.
What do you think of Picasso?
Picasso was great.
You like his work?
Oh yeah, he went through different periods.
Yeah.
You like something about all of them. From what I've heard, and it was really a funny story about Picasso, he used to roll out canvas like the size of where we're sitting. Then he would just take and drizzle all different colors on them. Then he'd walk on them. I don't know, it's probably just the story. But it's interesting, but I would believe it. And then he stretched the camp, blah, blah.
Picasso was a womanizer, wasn't he?
I know nothing. I'd have to reconsult the books I have on all of them because I don't remember. He probably was.
I know he was a regular guy.
Oh, yeah.
He was quite a guy.
He went through different periods. They call it the blue, the rose, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Who was very dramatic was Van Gogh. I guess he was mentally disturbed. His brother supported and took care of him all of his life.
Yep,
and his paintings reflect a lot of his nervousness.
Yeah.
And what else was there? I have a lot of just nice things that I like. One artist in particularly, and I can't remember his name, he went into a mental institution and did photography because it was his belief.
Photography?
Yes.
Yeah.
He took pictures and he believed that mentally ill people deserve to be treated with dignity.
Oh, I couldn't agree more.
And his picture that I framed reflects that, reflects the dignity.
Do you consider photography an art form?
Oh yeah, anything that has to do with a certain thought, or it's a moment in time. You'll never repeat that.
That's right.
So it is an art form. Yes, I definitely say so. I love photography, I do. Even though I broke my camera and never got another one.
Fran, I can't appreciate.
I have a million pictures of
I can't
things
tell you
I've
how
done.
much I appreciate you coming over here.
Well, I appreciate talking to you about art. I didn't know you were so well versed.
Well, I know a little
just
bit
see you
about
as
a lot of stuff.
I just see you as a bum down here. A beach bum.
I used to be a bum. I did that for a while.
Yeah, I'm going to
too.
head down for the beach.
Thank you so much, Fran, for coming over.
Thank you for
Appreciate it.
speaking to me about
And
one of
remember,
my favorite subjects.
Let me know whether or not you'd be interested in teaching elderly people.
I'll think about that very seriously.
All right.
See, they have to be willing to make that first initial investment in a paint box.
Yeah.
And in fact, what I got left of paintbrushes, you can put in a little tray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
because
Fran.
you only use a couple.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, Fran Tatro. She knows a lot about art. I've known Fran for some years and didn't know she was so well versed. And that ends our show for today. I'm so sorry to say that, because whenever I say it's an end to something at my age, it scares me. I'm only kidding. I'll be back. I'm Ken Simmons for CCAT. Tune me in. Tell your friends and neighbors. Tell them to watch CCAT. You're going to like what you see. You're going to see what you like. Goodbye.